Okay. Hey, everybody. We're Missing Collectible, and we're back with part two of our Platinum Trophy bracket, which I guess is what we're calling this. Essentially, what we've done is Dibble and I have taken all of the Platinum Trophies that me, him, and Matt have obtained, which is very, very close to 256 unique
It's
Platinums,
a
which is
lot.
the maximum amount of Platinums that you can have in this bracket maker on challenge.com. Challenge with an O, not sponsored. Nothing shady going on with challenge.com.
Yeah, but
Just hanging out making brackets.
which vowel is the O? It could be challenge.
It's challenge
Oh
is
yeah,
what it is.
I thought it would have been chalengo.
It's very easy to use. Again, not sponsored, just having fun. Yeah, so we've already done round one. If you want to watch part one, it is on our YouTube channel. You could go look
It's
at our
really
videos
long.
there. It's really
It's
long
really
because
long.
we did 128 matchups. So round two only has 64 matchups. So we might do round two and round three if we're feeling ambitious. But we don't want to rush the process, right? Finding the best platinum is important, right? This is critical, important work that we're doing here. Of course,
I
best
hope
is
so.
subjective. That's the disclaimer before any of this. Sometimes challenging platinums will get points for being challenging. Sometimes they will lose points for being BS nonsense. It really just depends. If you're in chat and you want to tell us we're dumb and wrong, we encourage that. We're definitely going to be giving each other shit the entire time.
Yep.
So please feel free to chime in. Last time, there was a huge upset right from the get-go that Hitman Go should have won the first matchup. We were wrong. So, face it. You want to get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so first matchup of round two, 129th matchup overall. I got Super Meat Boy versus Unravel.
So this is once again. This isn't reseeded?
This is not reseeded. No. So the seeding, I didn't explain that. That was good that you brought that up this early. So the seeding was done by trophy rarity, and then after that, it's whoever wins the first round. So whoever moves it on to the second round, that's who's there.
Okay.
So that's how we've wound up with Super Meat Boy and Unravel.
Does it?
I feel it's Super Meat Boy.
I think it has to. Yeah, there's nothing else. It's a challenging platinum, and I don't think it's still bullshit to me, but I know I can get it.
I think Super Meat Boy is a little bullshit. I think Super Meat Boy needs a contender, though, to go against it.
Yeah, definitely not. Unravel is not the contender. It'll probably make it to, like a round 4.
It's not the one.
No.
I'm locking it in.
All right, lock it in. This is
Match 2. What's up?
No, I was going to say, this is a Peter v. Peter matchup. I got nothing on this.
Banner Saga 2, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So after part 1, our good friend and cohort in many of the things we do, Jake Butt, brought to my attention that I misrepresented the Banner Saga series.
Oh, did you?
Banner Saga 2 has one of the worst trophies I have ever seen, which is get 6 people to max level. It's impossible to do unless you have the first game and you import your save.
Oh, okay.
We should not have let Banner Saga 2 go to round 2.
You saying we should have let Goat Simulator beat Banner Saga 2?
For that alone, because you have to buy another game, we should have made sure that Goat Simulator won.
But Goat Simulator has Flappy Goat. It still loses.
I really enjoy the Banner Saga series. I think the other games are fine. But for this one, I think Jedi Fallen Order wins.
Sure. I'm good with that. Of the 2 games, what I would probably play Fallen Order before I'd play Banner Saga.
Well, that's because you don't like good tactics games.
I mean, I've played Ogre Battle before.
Ogre Battle 64, the one on the Super Nintendo.
Is there one on the Super? I mean, there'd have to be because it's called Ogre Battle 64, right?
Yeah. Okay, I got Cryptarch and Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
I don't know. I like them both a lot. I think it has to go to Skyrim, but it shouldn't. It's a really glitchy game.
What is Cryptarch?
Well, on launch, Cryptarch was literally impossible to get the platinum, but I think Skyrim is really glitchy all the time. There's lots of ways to screw yourself out of that.
Yeah.
And it's one of those games where a lot of the achievement, like one of the achievements is what? Like have 100,000 gold on you at one time?
There's a lot of weird trophies like that.
That's a lot. And almost everybody who does it just does a glitch to get as much money as possible. So
yeah.
But maybe that brings in people in a sense of community. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I think it'll lose in the next round anyway.
Okay. So we're doing Skyrim?
Yeah. I think I'm good with Skyrim.
Next we got Butcher versus Lego Batman 3, I assume Beyond Gotham.
Yes, Beyond Gotham. That's a really good Lego game. Oh my god, Skyrim killed Meso's PS3. That's horrible. That's just like New Vegas. New Vegas killed my wife's PS3.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she did the unholy sin of walking through a door. How dare she?
Oh, why would you do that?
Walking through a door in a Bethesda game is the...
You can't do that.
You're asking Bethesda. For it, really.
Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah, Butcher's a really challenging one, and Lego Batman 3 is just a fun one. I mean, they're both good. Neither of them are really glitchy. Lego Batman 3 is just to do everything in the overworld, do all the stuff. Probably fun with 2 people. That's. I'd need an adjudication on that one. Which one would you rather play, Peter? Would you rather play Lego Batman 3 or a challenging 2D game where you kill all of the remnants of humanity?
I'd rather play Lego Batman 3.
Would you?
Yeah.
That's
what I'm leaning towards in this matchup.
Okay, because I think Lego Batman would beat Skyrim, but Butcher wouldn't, so I'm okay with that.
Bam.
I'd rather play another Lego game because I know they actually or at least an older one. The newer one's not so much.
Yeah.
The newer Lego games aren't great. Except for Lego Ninjago, the greatest Lego game ever made.
That's a good one.
It's a really good Lego game.
We got Disney Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2, versus Totally Reliable Delivery Service, otherwise known as Turds. How did Turds make it to round 2?
I think it's funny that you hate Totally Reliable Delivery Service, but I hated playing Disney's Epic Mickey 2.
These are my favorite matchups.
It's a really, really rare platinum because of how stringent it is. If you make one mistake throughout the entire playthrough, you can't get all the stuff you need in one go.
Yeah.
It's brutal. It's one of those, I can probably do that on my own. No. Follow a guide step by step, and even then you might still screw up. Yeah. And it's a kid's game.
See, last time in round 1, I put a lot of value on the value of friendship.
Yeah.
So anything that was multiplayer that we did together, I gave bonus points to.
Is Turds getting to round 3?
I really, really want to find any reason for Turds not to go to round 3.
Okay. Look up. listen right now. Go to the trophy list for Epic Mickey and give me a reading on it.
Let's do it. Disney Epic Mickey.
It is a 1.69% platinum. 1.69.
No, it doesn't.
It's got
a 1.88 on the one. Oh, it must be a different version.
I'm looking at the PS3 version, North America. How are we looking at?
Are we dumb? Are we stupid? We might be stupid. I was looking at the PS3 version.
Weird. Oh, hold on. Hold on. What region is that?
Disney Epic Mickey 2 Power 2. I'm looking at...
How is the platinum not the rarest trophy? That was weird. It was second rarest. Did you see that?
Sorry, let me sort by PSN profiles. That's better. 1.69. There we go.
There
was
we
the
go.
discrepancy.
There we go. Okay. You had me.
Okay. We did it. We're so good at
this. Yeah.
Okay.
So to get every pin, you have to do every decision and then also every side quest the correct way. And then you have to buy the opposite version of the pin for doing the wrong way. And to do that, you have to grind metal to it's like 180 scrap per pin, and there's 30 something pins at the end of the game that you can't have gotten because obviously you can't do both ways in one playthrough. Oh, it's fucking horrible. Oh, yeah. It's brutal. Yeah, it's real rough.
Okay, I'm convinced on Turds.
Yeah, pick Turds.
If you
Power friendship.
Turds makes it to round.
See, this is a rare time where I would say a game that I put a lot of effort into and is really rare isn't worth putting forward because it's not good. I mean, sometimes it's nice to have a game where you actually have to put the effort in to get the platinum, but this isn't one of them because you just can't do that. If I pulled up the walkthrough, it's 10 pages long. It's it's so long to not mess it up. That's for one trophy.
You hate to see it.
It's real bad, yeah. It's rough.
Next matchup, I got Slay the Spire versus Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes
Jesus,
Back.
calm down. Cortex.
I don't know. These are both good games.
I agree.
I don't think either game's platinum adds to the experience.
Okay. Interesting.
Right? Like, Crash is like, just do the time trials.
That's pretty much gets you the
Spire. Slay the Spire is like, just do Ascension.
And you'll get
like,
everything.
They're not really platinums that let you get to experience other things.
I think Crash 2 is an incredibly good game in general. And I think it's the most challenging when it comes to the time trials. Which is a silly thing to say. Because Crash 1 is ridiculously hard.
Yeah, I think Crash 1 is harder. If I was picking favorite game, I'd pick Slay the Spire. For sure.
But Ascension 20, do you think that's hard? Do you think that's like a better challenge than doing all the time trials?
It's a more interesting challenge.
I think Crash 2 has the different types of levels. There's the one where you're running away. There's the motorbike level. Not the motorbike, the motor jet ski rocket thing. That's fun, right?
Yeah, so like if this was Crash 3, I like Crash 3 more than I like Crash 2.
I think it's because I played Crash 2 first, then I played Crash 1, then I played Crash 3.
Yeah, so I'm leaning towards Slay the Spire for this one.
I'm going to need a deliberation here. Because I understand how much you like Slay the Spire, but it's a filthy card game for idiots, so I don't really
It is a filthy card game for dumb people, that's true.
It's a dumb people game.
We don't have the intern here to break our tie.
It's only... He'd pick Slay the Spire, though. One of you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Okay, I'm okay with picking Slay the Spire only because I know it'll beat Turds, and I know you want that. And I mean, Turds would have lost to Crash 2 as well. Okay, we'll put Slay the Spire through.
Bada bing.
Especially because Crash 3 is definitely not going to lose to anything. Crash 3's platinum is great. Mostly because those levels were designed to be speed ran. Because that's the game that actually gives you the flippin' speed shoes. God.
Is speed ran the past tense of speed run?
I think it's speed runned, to be honest.
Speed run.
Hey, it's the...
Sped run.
That's definitely not the right word.
I got Game of Thrones, the Telltale game, versus Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I
remember playing the Game of Thrones Telltale game and being like, well, it's a Telltale game and a Game of Thrones game, which means really dumb stuff has to happen out of nowhere that don't make any sense based on... I'm so excited with you also picking Slay the Spire. Like,
that's because she's intelligent.
Don't do this, Peter. I think...
This is Syndicate, right?
Yeah.
There's no way we let Game of Thrones go.
No, Game of Thrones is a baby platinum where you just play the game all the way through and you get it. That's not anything. That shouldn't even have a platinum. It should be one of those games where you just get like a bunch of silver trophies and it's over.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to see Syndicate make it to round 3, but I'd feel even worse if a Telltale game made it.
Although I think it's really funny that when those games come out, they have a base game platinum, but you can't get it until all the episodes come out. I don't know how they paid off Sony to allow that. That's amazing. That's not even how the coding for trophies works. Yes.
Next up, we got The Messenger versus Rhyme. This is so easy. This is The Messenger all the way, right?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't even close.
You haven't even finished Messenger, man. Come on.
Even barely starting Messenger, this is definitely Messenger. Unless you tell me that there's a part of the platinum that it's awful at the end.
There's a part where you have to go through an entire cave without using an item that lets you see. And like the only way to do it is by looking up a guide somebody wrote on Steam that like shows you how to calculate all the jump distances and stuff. I mean, I got it like my third try after looking at that, but it's one of those I looked up, somebody told me how to do it. I still had to do it, though, but...
I don't remember Rhyme's trophy list specifically.
I think I beat it in like a day. I was hanging out with JB, and I beat it, I think.
Yeah, I beat it pretty quickly, too. Why are games not showing up?
Agreed!
Is it... Like, I typed the game verbatim.
Hold on. Is it called something... Is it called something weird?
No, it's Rhyme. It's Rhyme.
That's fucking weird that didn't show.
Yeah, there's nothing crazy in Rhyme. It's basically beat the game and find all the collectibles.
Reunite with the white... Yeah. It's like Journey. Except Journey doesn't have a plot. Journey's
So
trophy list is rough for not having a plat, not the side note here.
It is. It is.
The mountain
I'm feeling Messenger.
Sure. Is it? Yeah, it's. I mean, somebody made a great video about it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a cool guy.
Fucking Mesa throwing shade. Rhyme was easy peasy. It was.
I got Stardew Valley versus Sleeping Dogs.
I never got Stardew Valley. That's all Matt. I don't know, man.
That's all Matt.
Stardew
Valley is not easy peasy.
No, it's real hard.
It is 8th seed.
Yeah. I think Sleeping Dogs is a good game. I don't know. Matt is Stockholmed on it. I remember him playing Prairie King like every day for like a week before he got it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like one part of the game. The rest of the game, the fucking Animal Crossing Harvest Moon part is good. That part is bad.
Yeah.
So, but again, it's like any other game.
It has to be Stardew.
No, it does not. It absolutely does not. Sleeping Dogs lets you beat people up for hours. It's really fun. If I had the Yakuza 0 Platinum, which I'm so close to doing it, I'm really embarrassed that I haven't done it yet. I would pick Yakuza over Sleeping Dogs, but I wouldn't pick Stardew over Sleeping Dogs. But that's because I haven't played Stardew. I also don't like as much the slice of life. Because I have to be too efficient about it. It's like, well, where do I put the furnace down to harvest ore when I don't know like what I'm doing yet? An 8 out of 10. But Fector's Challenge, I thought it was called Journey of the Prairie King. What are you talking about?
I think that's the trophy name. I think Fector's Challenge is the thing in the game.
Oh, it is. You're right. It's the name of the achievement. Without dying. God, that's... I think I got to World 2 without dying, and I played it for like 20 minutes. So that's...
I mean, I don't have either of these platinums, but I know Matt would be crushed if Stardew didn't make it.
He likes Sleeping Dogs too, but he'd probably pick Stardew as well. Go ahead, put it through.
Next up, I got Alien Isolation versus Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. PS3. Numbers are tough. The PS3 release, not the PS4 remaster. That's important for things like Spec Ops and that sort of thing. This is Modern Warfare, right?
Yeah. Oh, you've made a huge mistake.
What?
Did the post get removed? I can't find it on the subreddit.
Whatever, it's fine.
No, check. I want to know right now. Calling him out.
I'm not gonna do it on stream.
Oh, come on.
Next up, I got Binding of Isaac Rebirth versus The Witness. So The Witness has a garbage trophy list until you get to the challenge.
Which is the best trophy in the world because
which is a great trophy.
It keeps like a motherfucker.
Talk to me about Binding of Isaac if you think it should win.
No, it shouldn't. I'm glad it got past the first round, but it's way too fucking bullshit.
Really?
The randomness is unexacceptable.
That's really surprising to me. I thought for sure you were going to pick Binding of Isaac.
It's up against The Witness. I like The Witness more as I would complete The Witness and get the platinum again infinitely more than I would ever do Binding of Isaac all the way through.
Really?
I bought Afterbirth Plus on Switch so that I wouldn't have the trophies possible to accidentally get and then have the DLCs needed to be finished.
Okay.
I'm throwing it on the campfire.
Surprised.
I'm in a different mood today than we were a couple weeks ago, and I'm in a different mood.
Okay. It's a whole new world.
Listen. Like I think I said this before. When you get to like the last couple achievements, you'll beat Mega Satan way before you need to do all the other stuff. The final achievement to beat the Lost, everything with the hardest character only has 1 hit point. Unless you get Afterbirth, which gives it a 2nd hit point, you have literally 1 hit point permanently to do an entire run on the hardest difficulty, which is insane. And that's not even considering the fact that you have to get like 1,000 different items. And as I've said before, there's 1 super secret room per floor, and I think you do 8 floors. and there's like 12 different versions of that room, and only 3 of them have item pedestals, and there's 16 items that can spawn on those pedestals, but only 4 of them can only spawn on those pedestals. So do the math, you have like a 1 in 6 billion chance of ever finding the last one you fucking need. It's a nightmare that there's no escape from! It's horrible. It's just unnecessary.
So The Witness.
Yeah, The Witness. Well, you were surprised, so...
I was surprised. Next up, we got One Piece World Seeker and Minecraft. Yeah, it's nice.
It doesn't require you to grind the last 3 missions of the game for like 4 hours. Just stupid.
Next match, we got Gorogoa versus Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor.
Gorogoa is pretty easy peasy, isn't it?
It is easy peasy. Shadow of Mordor isn't an insult to everything I love about Lord of the Rings in the same way Shadow of War is.
It's also, do you like Assassin's Creed? Here's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Which was pretty fun.
I think Gorogoa is a good game.
I don't think
it's a speedrun trophy.
I do like and a minimum movement trophy, which I also like.
That was kind of unique. Shadow of Mordor's trophies. I like the DLC trophy, but that's not part of the platinum. I like the DLC trophy where you have to kill all the captains in a certain time limit.
Oh, I still haven't played the DLC because it's still like $1 million. It probably isn't right now, but it's still too much. It's also that one where it's like beat the whole game in 45 minutes.
Yeah, this is another one where like I'm leaning Shadow of Mordor, but Shadow of Mordor probably doesn't really deserve to be in round 3.
Yeah, it does. I think it has more going on. I think Gorogoa is too short.
Okay.
If it was going to be that short, it should have had more, more trophies. I don't know.
I locked it in.
Too late now, baby. Is there a season pass for this thing? What's the deal?
Next up, I got God of War, the PS4 reimagining sequel that they've renamed the same thing.
Yeah.
Versus Killing Floor 2, which is a friendship platinum.
It's also a personal favorite of someone in the Discord who's going to be very annoyed that we let that also not go through just like Hitman Go.
God of War is a good game. God of War is a great game.
God of War is a good game. Thanks, Peter. Very enlightening.
The trophy list isn't that good, though.
Really?
Isn't there like 400 collectibles?
There's a few. That's a good point.
Killing Floor is like shoot some guys with your friends.
The funny thing is that you guys all seem to hate collectibles. I do not mind them at all. I like going into an area and seeing a checklist of all sorts of fun stuff I got to look out for. It's like an I Spy book where you get to kill stuff if it's birds.
Yeah.
Like GTA 4 and this game. That's a crossover. Treasure maps to find all the dig spots. That was annoying. Because some of them were just like, hey, look, it's a field. And I was like, what the fuck?
God of War has the Valkyries, which are kind of cool.
Not on hard mode, they're not.
No, I mean, they're still cool. They're just hard.
They are. Except for the one that just keeps screaming Valhalla repeatedly. That one can go down.
Yeah, see, Meso knows God of War is kind of boring.
Is it?
In terms of its trophy list.
I'm looking at it right now. You know what?
Are you leaning God of War?
No, I'm gonna lean Killing Floor because of the retrieve all treasures from the workshop center chamber can fuck off. That achievement is obnoxious.
So we're going Killing Floor?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Killing Floor 2 is a friendship platinum. Getting to level 25 is
friendship.
Kind of
Killing Floor does have that super grindy trophy.
And also,
I still think that's okay.
It adds trophies indefinitely. We're currently at 55 trophies, but it could become 56 at any moment, and we would never know.
I want a second list like Dead by Daylight has.
Do you want it to get up to 128?
Yeah.
Fucking madman. It's really easy to see when you're scrolling through PSN profiles because it's one of the few that's a giant red box.
Yeah.
Peter, you're missing 7. Get your fucking act together.
Next up, I got Armello versus Doom. And I'm like 99% sure this is Doom 2016.
Although, does it still have the bug where you lose your progression towards collectibles if you like quit instead of continuing from the level selection?
Yes.
It still has that?
Yes, they never fixed that.
Oh my god, how?
How can we not give this to Doom? I like Armello a lot.
I mean, it's a card game. I'd love to see it fail.
Doom 2016 is the origin of Missing Collectible and our Game of the Year award.
That's true. Doom 2016 award.
A lot of Missing Collectible lore is wrapped up in Doom.
You know, nobody cares, right?
I care.
I think they could have pushed the Ultra Nightmare achievement a little more, beating only the first level is a little fucking weak sauce, in my opinion. Yeah. But if we're talking base game achievement list, assuming that you know that glitch is a thing and you never get fucked by that, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
The DLC achievements where you have to play multiplayer for a lot, also great because that multiplayer is, but it probably doesn't have anybody playing it anymore, so that probably blows.
Downside, no Mancubus.
You cannot play as a Mancubus in the multiplayer, you're right. It was fun to do that. It's fun to do the invisible chargy guy, though, and just destroy everyone for half an hour. Oh my god, how many kills did you get as a Spectre Demon in, like, one life sometimes? Like, what, like 15?
Like 15 or something.
Oh my god, people always fall for that.
I'm locking in Doom.
Lock it in.
It's locked in.
It's locked.
Next up, we got Ratchet & Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal or House Flipper.
I hate both of their trophy lists. I don't like...
Looks like Doom's making it to round 4.
I don't like Ratchet 3 nearly as much as Ratchet 1 or 2. And House Flipper's final achievement is to reach a certain number of monies that you've accrued. And it basically just means buy a really expensive house and immediately sell it, and someone will bid $10,000 over asking price, which was what you bought it for. And you just do that for like an hour. Because it is the most efficient way to do it by far. If you actually try to flip a house at that point, you are wasting time. It is faster to buy. The funny thing, though, is you're buying the house from Home Alone. You buy the Home Alone house, then you immediately sell it, and people spend like 15, 20K more than you're asking for. It's stupid, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Like you're the cleaning crew after Kevin McAllister put broken Christmas bulbs everywhere, so you got to pick all that stuff up. It's pretty funny.
That is funny.
You don't have to pull the nail out of the basement stairs though, which clearly has a bunch of blood on it though. That's a little disappointing. Well, he's his foot gets impaled on it.
So Ratchet?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the trophy list again. I beat that like 15 years ago. That when I was like in college, man. Scroll wheel. Show 218 more games. Ratchet and Clank into the Nexus. A crack in time. Up your arsenal. There it is. Although that name is great. Oh, this is the one with 30 skill points? Oh, that was a butthole. I don't even remember the name of the planets from this game.
Looks like a bunch of volume stats.
Yeah, it's not that rare of a game. What's it up against again?
House Flipper.
Yeah, isn't it though? Am I really considering giving it to House Flipper? Give it to fucking Ratchet.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you're right. That's dumb.
That's what I thought. We got Surgeon Simulator versus Journey to the Savage Planet.
Ooh, Surgeon Simulator.
Really? Not even don't even have to think about it.
Not really. Surgeon Simulator has hard challenges, which are like 5 minutes long. Journey to the Savage Planet, I had to beat like 3 times in 2 days. Okay. Like a lot to do.
Next up, we got Dragon Age Origins versus Snake Pass.
Okay, I'll say this about. I know we moved on. You should really put like a moratorium on letting me talk about a previous thing we just did. Journey to the Savage Planet. Imagine all the jokes from an entire playthrough of Borderlands, but it's squeezed into 2 hours, and they don't change, and they're in the same order, and you have to play it 3 times in a row. Does that sound fun?
Yeah, no.
It's pretty rough.
It's pretty rough. It's
good the first time.
Yeah.
Please put Origins through.
Yeah, I was going to. It'll lose to Surgeon Simulator, though.
Probably.
I got Just Cause 3 versus Assassin's Creed Unity.
That's got to be Just Cause 3.
Yeah, Unity is just not good.
Yeah. I mean,
Unity beat it round 1? Oh, Galaga.
It beat Galaga. Yeah, of course it's going to beat Galaga.
Okay, whatever. Next up, we got the Banner Saga versus Persona 5.
I don't even know, and I'm going to assume that Persona 5 is going to win that, right?
Banner Saga won. What's the trophy list look like?
I don't know, man. You're the one who has it. I don't have shit.
Banner Saga 1 has beat the game on the hardest difficulty without losing a battle. Win without getting low morale. Sort of got a weird speedrun.
All right, do you want me to meet?
It's Persona.
Is it okay?
Yeah,
Because I could have found a meme for you. I could have memed.
No, it's all Persona, I think.
You get to bathe with old men.
You can bathe with old men in Persona 5. You might be able to bathe with old men in Banner Saga.
So
you definitely get to bathe with Ox people.
We should immediately stop.
You brought it up.
I don't know. You know what? Banner Saga loses because its names are really boring. Challenge, hard difficulty, master tactic. Get out of here with these names.
Yeah.
I think
Persona 5 Royal is still in it somewhere. Maybe we knocked it out. I don't.
There's no way they go up against each other.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, these names are just like the name of the person. That's boring.
Next up, we got Fury versus Okami HD.
Okami HD is fun. I assume you're going to pick Fury because you have a raging hard on forever against Fury.
Fury. By the way, so good.
Is Sexy Brutale the one with a time loop?
Yeah.
How did nobody tell me about this? I recently heard about it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not very good.
How much is it on things? It's by Tequila Works.
It's pretty cheap.
It's $20 on Steam. That's a lot more than I thought.
I was expecting it to be better than it was.
It's also $20 on PS4. I know it's a game that goes on sale, but yeah. I saw a video they were talking about time loops in games, and someone said in Sexy Brutale there's a guy who gets shot, but you can stop it by going back in time and replacing the bullet in the gun with a blank. And I was like,
yeah,
I'm in for this
tutorial mission.
What is this? This sounds great.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that.
Oh no.
There's a lot of cool ideas they could have done that they didn't.
How long is it?
It's short.
It's
real short.
50% achieved. That definitely explains it.
Focus up.
Sorry.
Focus up. Sexy Brutale's already out.
What's wrong with this?
Sexy Brutale's already out. This is Fury and Okami.
Okay, I'm in.
And I'm so down with Fury. Fury's so good.
Yeah, I know you're down with Fury.
Fury has a trophy to play on the hard difficulty, which I would have never done, and the hard difficulty has extra phases for the boss fights. That's so cool.
I bet that's cool.
Does Okami have like really bad trophies, or are they like pretty standard?
It's a really long game. It's a good game. It's not available until they put it on PS4. It wasn't available in the US physically, so I had to like make my own custom box.
Ugh.
I don't think so. I think I had to. Isn't that right? Which one do I have? It doesn't even say. It just says PS3, PS4. It's the same version. I don't know. I think it's the PS3 version. Yeah, it is. It's on my PS3 shelf. Catching all the fish. Oh, fuck catching all the fish. Give it to the other one. Fuck Okami. That was awful.
Fury keeps going.
Sorry, Meso. I assume you've played Okami.
Matchup number 150. Untitled Goose Game versus Assassin's Creed 2. Widely regarded as one of the best Assassin's Creed games.
It really is.
Versus Honk. Now, speaking of missing collectible lore, do you remember the game that the first time that we talked about achievements
ever?
Do you remember what game that was?
It was Assassin's Creed 1's Flags.
It was Assassin's Creed 1 Flags. We were doing some real nerd measuring there.
We literally were like in the hallway in the college dorm, and somebody said something about achievements, and either I said to you or you said to me, "Oh yeah, did you?" Actually, I think I said it to you. I said, "Oh yeah, did you get all the flags in Assassin's Creed 1?" And you said, "Was that who it was, or was it you to me?"
I believe I said I'm really into achievements, and you said,
"Did you get all the flags?
Did you get all the flags in Assassin's Creed 1?" And I said I did, and you said you didn't believe me, and we had to go to my room and boot up.
I didn't believe you. It takes like 6 hours with the guide. Do you know why that achievement sucks? Because you don't get anything for it. Oh my god.
Untitled Goose Game. I really enjoyed. It didn't overstay its welcome, even with the trophy list. Assassin's Creed 2 does have flags.
It has feathers.
Oh, it does have feathers.
It has feathers, and it also has really good multiplayer, but there's no achievements for it. Assassin's Creed 2 is just really good, man. Oh my god, if I look up Assassins in my PSN profiles, it says which of 7 games go now. Down. There it is.
I mean, strictly speaking, Assassin's Creed 2 has to be the better game.
You think so?
I don't know about trophy-wise.
Well, you said Goose Game had the speedrun things that was kind of annoying because it was like up to RNG.
They were annoying, but they were fun, except the 4th one. The 4th one was bad.
I remember saying, oh my god, there's 26 Assassin's Creed games, Jesus Christ. I remember saying this the first time we talked about this. I got down the trophy list, I went, yeah, cape, feathers. Oh, sweep 5 guards using a long weapon. All right, you could throw a giant sword in this and kill someone. Assassin's Creed 2. I did the same thing last time. And I liked that you could like tint your cape different colors with that fashion souls. That was dope.
Yeah.
You could look pretty.
So are we leaning Assassin's Creed?
There's also a lot more fun, dumb stuff to do. Like all the dumb stuff you can do in Untitled Goose Game. Yeah. You ever just keep leading guards to the same hay bale and seeing how many bodies you can fit in a tiny little bale of hay? It's a lot.
Ooh.
It's a lot.
Leon Belmont brings up that it loses points for being a faffing about game.
But it's the second one before they were bad. Brotherhood is when it gets a little faffy, and then Revelations when it goes full faff, and it's real.
Revelations is where the series took a wrong turn.
Oh my god, they were like, what do we add to the game? The ability to climb slightly higher ledges with like a hook on your arm.
There you go.
And it added bombs. No, we didn't need bombs. But Brotherhood had real good.
I don't know if I can cut Honk. I'm leaning Assassin's Creed 2.
So am I.
Okay, so why are we talking about this?
And go Assassin's Creed, because fucking Belmont said faffing about Creed.
Yeah, no.
He doesn't even have the platinum, probably.
Yeah, get out of here! Okay, so now I got Downwell versus Blasphemous.
Okay, talk to me about Downwell.
Downwell's platinum is essentially just beat the game on hard mode. All the other trophies don't matter. They're all ridiculously easy compared to that. If you can beat the game on hard mode, you can get the other ones.
I don't think Blasphemous comes down to one achievement, to be honest. It's a Souls game.
Downwell is incredibly uninspired in its trophy list.
Oh, do you want to give it to Blasphemous then? Because I was gonna we could argue trophies if you want to, but the only thing that's hard in Blasphemous that's a really bad trophy is it's provoking a meeting between 2 NPCs, and you have to juggle 2 quest lines at the same time in a way you wouldn't think to do just to make 2 people show up, like Mass Effect style, when the rest of the game isn't really like, hey, if 2 people meet, it'll be interesting. Like, it doesn't lead itself to make you think that would be a thing. Basically, there's a guy who's going on a penance walk to the final area of the game, and he has to get there after you've already done a thing in the cathedral to make a guy kill himself, so his body's outside the door, like he falls off of it to his death. So when the penance guy shows up, he's like, look at this idiot. And the only way to, you have to skip step 2 of that guy's quest, which you would run into, and you have to intentionally not do it when you get to it to make the other guy kill himself first. That's the only achievement that's hard. Everything else is Souls game. I mean, there's get to the final area in under 3 hours, which was fun.
So does that add to the game?
Yeah.
Or okay, so it's Blasphemous, right?
And I think this game is a Souls game that really ballsed up because it says beat all bosses without ever healing yourself, which I got my first try.
We're already getting called out in chat for letting Honk get knocked out.
I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm kidding. That's not true. I care a lot. She's like, if you go under 100, do you lose your banner? We're like, no, stop.
Okay, so now we're up to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Trilogy versus Dishonored 2.
Oh, you babe.
It's Dishonored 2.
You think so?
This isn't even close.
But it's that
Phoenix Wright has bad trophies where it has trophies. Does Dishonored 2 even have trophies?
It has 0 trophies, but it does have a platinum. You turn the game on, it gives you a platinum. That's what it was, if I recall. It's the first rat game ever made. Phoenix Wright. I think you remember telling me Phoenix Wright has an achievement, which is talking to someone in a way that you wouldn't think was helpful, and then it
weird. You have to do the wrong answer 60 times.
That's really dumb.
Yeah. So I'm picking Dishonored.
Oh, is Dishonored one of those games that has like a bunch of different like leaping mechanics? So one of the achievements is to like kill someone, jump out a window, do a thing like Mirror's Edge was. I hate those achievements because it's basically a developer made one area of one level and then somebody else went, that's a really cool chain of moves you can make in that one specific spot. We should make people do that for no. You hit them with a stick. No, go back in your cage.
No. Next up, we got Super Hot VR versus Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Why are the good games knocking each other out?
Oh, no. That one's going to be hard.
Okay. Does the Super Hot VR challenges add to or take away from the experience?
So, as I explained in my beautifully edited video, Super Hot VR's challenges make you really good at the game to the point that the 10-minute and no death challenges are really easy. Because the hard mode playthrough, you only have one bullet per gun. So every gun you fire once, get a kill, throw the gun, get a kill. So when you have like 7 bullets per gun, you're like, what am I supposed to do with all these bullets? I don't need any of these.
Get out of here, bullets.
It's like in any like Ghost of Tsushima when you get the ghost stance mode where you can kill anybody in one hit, and you go to the beginning of the game and there's all the bandits, and you're like, pff, pff, get out of here, you're dead. Oh, spoilers, I guess, for a thing that's not really a spoiler. I guess it is. If you're like me, that I would have been annoyed if I said that to me. Stupid.
Dark Souls 2 is 3 playthroughs. If you're following a guide,
that's a lot.
It does have the power of friendship.
It does.
It does have important history when it comes to missing collectibles. The lore is important.
Scholar has. You keep pushing this lore thing, dude. You're gonna.
The lore is important. It is the origin of poop on him.
It is the origin of poop. Okay, I take it back. All right. So what I have to say about that is, does Scholar make you play the DLC and get all the weird DLC spells?
Yes.
Oh, the DLC spells are bad.
But, as Leon Belmont points out, Fume Night.
Getting pooped on.
Think about how much you laughed when we played Dark Souls 2 against the Fume Knight, and he ignored you and me and killed Shomer in one hit. How funny was that?
It was real funny.
Was the highest high in Super Hot VR ever that high?
Yeah. Constantly. I don't know. This is impossible. I don't think I can pick this one. Yeah, fighting. Yeah, the 2.5 playthroughs is a fuckload. That's a lot. But
Super Hot VR requires like 18 playthroughs.
But they're all like 20 minutes long. It's really satisfying to shoot dudes with a sawed-off shotgun repeatedly.
It is. It is.
It's super fun. One would call it super fun hot VR.
Super Hot can go the distance, I think. If we pick Super Hot here, I think it can make it really far in this
I think it's because I have it and because it makes me really happy. Like, that's a game I play again. But I also played Dark Souls 2 again because I did like 2 weeks ago with Kyle. But
yeah,
you'd have to go out of your way to do the things to get the achievements in Dark Souls 2. It doesn't have level up. It doesn't have upgrade all the weapons with the dumb shit, does it?
No.
Ooh,
I think it's just Dark Souls 1.
You know what it does have, though? It does have beating all the bosses with summoned NPCs in specific ways to get all their equipment.
That was bad.
Yeah, like
it's Super Hot.
Inheriting Lucatiel's armor and
yeah, that's a good argument. It's Super Hot.
Benhart of Jugo, yeah, not good.
Yeah, not good.
Also, considering the repopulate Majula achievement sometimes just doesn't pop for people. It's dumb.
Just cuz 3. Next up, we got Tearaway Unfolded versus The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Ooh, this is contentious.
Why?
Because I think we both hate these. Or do you like the trophy list for Witcher 3?
Pick anything other than The Witcher.
I don't like Tearaway's achievement.
The Witcher 3 is the most overrated game on PS4.
No. See, what I did with a lot of these was I gave it to Tearaway because it has a better trophy list. It's more inspired than Infamous, which has a really bad plot. But it shouldn't get to round 3.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't care. Either one's fine. Which one you feeling?
I have to look up the trophy list for The Witcher 3. Because because I didn't have to do... My wife did like 3/4 of it, And I was like, at some point I'm going to be inspired enough because I've heard enough people say it's good and you saying it's bad that I want to play it myself, which was convenient because she did basically everything except for the headshots with the bow and arrow, which is the worst achievement of all time.
The crossbow one's bad.
That's the worst achievement in probably any game I think I've ever seen.
All of the Gwent cards, there's a lot of missable ones.
There's only one missable one, you big baby.
Is it really?
The Dandelion card is the only missable card in the game. All the rest of them,
really?
Yeah. So if you don't, if you don't get the one from the Baron before he either story spoilers either kills himself or leaves, if you go talk to somebody in the castle, you're like, hey, I was supposed to get a card from that guy. He's like, yeah, I also have it. Duel me.
We got some chime-ins on here. Tearaway is cute. Tearaway does have that gopher.
This guy gets it.
Tearaway.
The gopher is the worst. If you get hit once, he goes back to where he came from, and if you go back to it, he's not there. You have to restart the whole level over again with unskippable cutscenes. It's bad.
You may have just said the key phrase there.
It also
I hate unskippable cutscenes.
And the worst one, if this fine fellow has the platinum, he knows what I'm talking about. The Windy Mountain with the pumpkin guy who scares away the crows. I messed that one up maybe 4 or 5 times, and every time you have to start the level, carry the pumpkin, throw it on the thing. He goes, scares away the crows. Walk to the next one, scare away the crows, and then you get the gopher and you get hit by the first guy. And you have to do it all again. Oh my god.
So Witcher 3?
Probably Witcher 3. But
I look forward to Super Hot Beating.
I don't. Yeah, it's gonna be just because the Marksman one's so bad.
Next up, we got Job Simulator versus Stickbold.
It took me 1 year to finish that level, dude. I was in a boosting group for Mortal Kombat X, and I was obviously doing dirty work and checking everybody's trophy lists, and somebody in the session had that platinum, and I was like, teach me how you suffered through that game and got that platinum. And he was like, just keep doing it, man. And if you get stuck on a level and you hate it, just go do another one and come back because the gopher will kill you. I was like, the gopher is killing me. Oh man, it's so rough. Okay, Job Simulator versus Stickbold. Stickbold has the power of friendship. Job Simulator had the power.
Does have the power of friendship.
I think Job Simulator I played with Kyle, and Kyle's real funny.
Job Simulator is short.
It's very short. So is Stickbold, though.
Okay.
I'll say, okay, so Job Simulator you can do in probably like 5 hours. Stickbold you basically can't do without a second person because the some of the achievements are ridiculously hard.
So that's friendship.
Oh my god, you had horns in your head. I thought you had like big earphones off to the side.
No.
I would say Stickbold.
Okay.
Because the challenges are really basically impossible single player, but with 2 people they're quite fun. I think
Works for me. I don't have a horse in this race.
Okay, yeah, I'd pick Stickbold. Job Simulator is real fun. You should play it.
Now we might have a contentious one because I got A Hat in Time versus Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
How you doing in Bloodborne? Bloodborne's trophy list is bad.
I don't think it's that bad. I was just looking at it when I was playing today. Except for
I love Bloodborne. So I want Bloodborne.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad.
Talk to me about Red Jelly.
There's like 2 of them per playthrough, and I think you need 4 or 5 to do one of the chalices.
Talk to me about Amygdala in the one chalice dungeon.
Okay, so this is one of those games where you either get so good at a boss because of how hard it is that you can beat it forever and you show off to your friends how good you are at it. I'm looking at you, Lion King on the Sega Genesis. Or you give it up. I think I could beat Amygdala blindfolded after I finally beat it when you have like 1/8 of one segment of health. Because I got so good at it.
Okay, so my point here is while I love Bloodborne, and I absolutely love Bloodborne, there is not a single trophy in this list that provides any value to this game.
Beating all the bosses, leveling up stuff, Blood Gem, the 3 endings, acquire all.
So whitewashed when I'm on PSN profiles.
Yeah, me too. Acquire all hunter weapons. I have Matt's picture on the other monitor so I can stare at his beautiful face.
Good job.
There's 2 really hard bosses before the Blood Queen of Yharnam. There's the dog that also gives you like no health, and there's Cursed Amygdala and Cursed Blood Dog. Fire Dog.
Yeah. Wait, talk to me about Hat in Time, because I still haven't played it, despite you telling me to.
Matt's going to be on in 10 minutes if you want to stall. And
why would we? Does Matt have a heavy opinion in this race? Does he have a horse in this race?
Why can't I see the next thing? Witcher 3 does have annoying Gwent. But once you know how to be good at it, it's really funny when people get really like up in your face about how good they are at it, and you just wipe the floor with them, because it's a really easy game to game, if that's a phrase.
Okay, so like, talk to me about Hat in Time, because unless there's a good argument for Hat in Time, I'm just gonna pick Bloodborne because I'm a biased like idiot.
You're a bit of a shill, yeah.
I'm definitely a Bloodborne shill.
Okay, so I'll give you this. So go back to the Hat in Time page, and I'll explain like the top 3 achievements and why they're fun.
Okay.
So somebody went, hey, do you remember why, like, you know, the reason that Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine are fun is because the movement mechanics are good and satisfying.
Sure. Absolutely.
That's what a Hat in Time has.
Right.
Okay, so the first one is defeat any boss with the one-hit hero badge equipped, which means you die in one hit.
Yep.
So I picked the second boss, and I made a video about it, and I thought that was really fun to do, to, like, challenge myself. And it's like going around an arena, there's like, it's stomping, making shockwaves on the ground, you like jump up and grapple hook to stuff, you got to jump dive attack, that kind of thing. That wasn't like that was like a good challenge. The next one, the big parade, that's a level all about grapple hooking between stuff without ever hitting the ground while you're getting shot with missiles. That one is actually, I think that one's harder than One Punch. That one was kind of I messed that one up a bunch of times, but I think One Punch I nailed. I only re-recorded One Punch so many times because I knew I was making a YouTube video out of it, and I wanted to do it like I didn't want to make any even minor mistakes. So, sure. And then
so this feels like these trophies are adding to this game.
It is. Train Rush is a level like a Crash Bandicoot thing where everything's exploding around you, and you have to like run through the level really fast. And there's time bonuses everywhere, and you have to beat it without picking up any of them, which I thought was really fun.
Okay.
And you can use a scooter at the same time, which is also fun.
So it feels like a Hat in Time.
I don't know why you haven't. If you and Matt always tell me to play Bug Fables, you both should play a Hat in Time, and I don't know why you haven't played a Hat in Time.
I'll trade that for you. I will play a Hat in Time if you play Bug Fables.
Yeah, for sure.
Bug Fables is so good.
Yeah, I think a Hat in Time is really good, and if you really think Bloodborne has bad trophies, which I don't, you should pick a Hat in Time. I can't believe we're knocking out Bloodborne.
I love Bloodborne. It's so good. The trophies aren't, though.
I think the trophy lists for almost all the Souls games are bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're all bad.
Oh, yeah, Shomer's right. At least it's not fucking ear grinding. Good lord. Dark Souls 3 is a garbage pile.
That's the most overblown complaint I've ever seen. It's all over the place on the internet.
It's so bad!
I don't remember it being
The ear grinding in that is so bad. It's like one every 15 minutes, and you need 30 of them. It's like
next up, we got N++ versus Scribblenauts Showdown.
I only picked Scribblenauts last round because I'm petty and I hate Darksiders, and for Kyle putting it in my cards, you should pick N++ because Scribblenauts is...
N++ it is.
It's like a Mario Party clone that isn't all that interesting.
Adventure Time, Finn and Jake Investigations versus Titanfall 2.
Gotta be Titanfall 2.
Gotta be Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is so good.
Really good trophy list, really good game, fun mechanics. I know you don't care, but BT's the best.
Oh, I care.
I thought you hated.
Next up, we got... No, I love Titanfall 2.
Is JB the one who hates BT? Who's the one who doesn't like the robot?
I don't know.
That might be JB.
You're crazy. Next up, we got Darkest Dungeon versus Uncharted 2. Oh my god, how did we let an Uncharted game get to round 2? Uncharted is so bad.
Peter.
I hate Uncharted.
Hot takes only, Peter.
It's so bad. Why do people love this series?
Calm down. If we weren't going to get kicked off Reddit before, we're going to get kicked off now.
That being said, I have Darkest Dungeon, don't have the Platinum.
Matt does.
I do have the Uncharted 2 Platinum.
You got to get Matt in here. He's going to be in a couple minutes. He'll be in 5 minutes.
Do we want to skip and go back?
I think that's a fair thing to do, but I also think it's really funny that it's one of those games where I knew he was like scrambling for it for a really long time, and then he finally got it, and I was like, how was that? He's like, yeah, it was good. I was like, dude, you hated that. What are you talking about?
How do you not like Uncharted? Because Uncharted, Okay, so like people.
Yeah, get into it.
First off, you're never gonna convince me that Uncharted gameplay is good.
Ooh.
You just can't. It's not good gameplay, which means Uncharted has to stand on its story and characters, and I find all of them boring.
I like the characters. I agree that the gameplay is just like cover fire shooting and then climbing on stuff for 20 hours. But I like the characters and I like the big discoveries, and the puzzles aren't super great. But like the old grumpy guy versus the young hotshot, I kind of like that a little bit.
So. Whereas like Last of Us, which is the exact same game, like you can't even argue it's the same gameplay. I love Last of Us because I like all the characters.
What you mean, ladder carrying simulator?
That's what I mean. That's true. Last of Us does have the ladder carrying. It does bring it up.
You know what I really liked about Last of Us? Having to play the entire game again because I missed one joke from Ellie. Kill me.
That's so unsubbed.
Oh my god! No!
Okay, but we're going to skip this one? Because you want to wait for Matt? Wait, if we're skipping this one, it means you have to be leaning Uncharted.
I've never played Darkest Dungeon.
Okay, so are you leaning Uncharted right now?
I'm going to lean way back. Way back. And I'm going to say I would play Uncharted before Darkest Dungeon.
Shit.
Here's my question. Does Uncharted 2 also have the speedrun achievement that's real dumb?
This is the remastered. Yeah, I think they all do. It might be a DLC trophy, though.
Uncharted 2 Among Thieves PS3. I have the PS3 version. I think PS3 doesn't have DLC, or does it? Oh, it does.
Yeah, it has speedruns.
But if I do the PS4 version, it'll have the dumb crushing achievements that I won't do.
It's the PS4 version. It specifically says remastered.
I'm just looking at the trophies for the one that I have, which I haven't started. It has 2 expansions, and they're all DLC. I mean, they're all multiplayer. Ugh! I would play Uncharted 2 Remastered. Actually, I think we got them all for free at one point, didn't we?
Yeah, it was in PS Plus.
Yeah, I would definitely play Uncharted 2. Although I like the idea that when people start to go crazy, you have to drop them off at the tavern so that they can bang a bunch of whores. Oh, we're gonna get demonetized, by the way.
Yeah.
Not like I didn't say fuck enough times. But yeah, I'd probably give it to Uncharted 2, which is why we should wait for Matt.
Okay, so we'll skip. We'll come back.
Especially considering I've heard so much about how great it is, that train segment, Peter.
Okay, I love trains, and I love trains in video games. The train segment in Uncharted 2 could not save Uncharted 2.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the train in Apex?
The train in Apex wasn't good, so they took it out of the game.
They took it out of the second map?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me? I love the train.
No, they took it out. The start of this season, they took it out of the map.
Why would they remove the train? Where's my Nerf gun? Sorry, I'm
okay, so speaking of trains, we have Railway Empire
which is bad.
Versus Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered.
Which is not terrible.
I think this is Call of Duty.
I think it's Call of Duty because in your video you talked about how we were doing a speedrun challenge to see who could beat it first, and I did beat it faster, but I never actually made a thing to prove it. But Matt was there when I did it. I think you beat it. I stopped playing, and 24 or 25 minutes later, you beat it. So I had 25 minutes to beat it, and I beat it in 21. And I was I cannot believe I did that.
It's Call of Duty, though, right?
Yeah, it's Call of Duty. I lost. I kept dying to the guy in the toilet 15 runs in a row, and I was like, I'm getting nowhere. And then the next run, I beat it, and I was like, all right, sure, fuck it, I'll take it.
Next up, we have a rare Only My Trophies
I like the way for
round. We got Invisible Ink versus the Dwarves.
Don't vote that. She believe me.
Hey.
Sugar, I don't like it.
Hey.
No, these are sugar free.
Hey. Focus.
Turn around. Are you staying here because it's cold?
No, the other one's colder.
Oh shit, we can go over there. What? Sorry, huh? What?
Focus, what are you doing?
Alright, I'm playing it because Meso says it's your favorite. Fuck you.
Invisible Ink.
I don't care! Dwarves. Pick either one you want.
It's Invisible Ink.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah, it is.
Is it because the Dwarves is bad?
The Dwarves is bad. How did we... Oh, because Middle-earth Shadow of War was against it. The dwarves didn't offend me on a personal level.
Sorry, there can be silly. We've been doing this for like an hour.
We have. Next up, we got Dragon Age Inquisition versus Digimon Cyber Sleuth.
Ooh, you gonna give it to Dragon Age, even though you don't have it and I don't have it either. My wife got it for me.
Digimon Cyber Sleuth is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's good.
Would you say it's better than Dragon Age, the game that you openly hate all the time?
I don't hate Dragon Age Inquisition like I hate Uncharted.
There's a lot of people who think Dragon Age Inquisition is great.
Right. I think Dragon Age Inquisition lacks character and is like everything that I hate in an MMO without anything I like in an MMO.
Okay. You keep saying MMO instead of RPG. It's really weird.
I mean MMO. So Dragon Age Inquisition, when you're fighting enemies in the field, feels like that not so great combat in a stereotypical MMORPG, but it's got none of the good parts of an MMO.
Like the part where you queue up your moves, like hotbar combat.
Yeah, and that's what it feels like. It feels like like hotkey combat.
I've noticed that it's kind of not great, but you don't play Mass Effect for the gun, shooting behind cover, right?
Some people play Mass Effect 2 for that.
No, they don't. They play Mass Effect 2 to fight the giant skeleton with a laser beam in its mouth.
Spoilers. I don't really care. If you want this to be Dragon Age, it could be Dragon Age.
I'd vote against any BioWare game. All right, let's look at the trophy list real quick, just to satiate my interest.
Ooh.
What?
Digimon Cyber Sleuth has bad trophies.
Because if I'm thinking about the two of them, I actually like I watched Digimon back in the day quite a bit, but I don't think I would pick it because you don't like Witcher 3 and I like Witcher 3. I'd probably assume that I'd like Dragon Age Inquisition, except I've watched my wife play it and there's multiple characters that I can't stand looking at. There's like the dude who's an egg and there's a woman whose face is an egg. And you can romance her and that's repulsive. Why would you choose to romance? I'm not saying like that's not the term I meant. Their head is like a weird fucking egg thing, and I'm like, I hate them both. Yeah. And
Digimon has a trophy for collecting all of the medals, of which I think there's 500 something.
That's too many.
And it is RNG on what you get. You have to spend your money, not your real world money, your in-game money, on a chance of getting a new medal. And you have to do that 500 times.
That's a lot.
So I might give it to Dragon Age Inquisition. I forgot about that trophy.
My only question about Dragon Age is, does Hard and Nightmare stack? It probably doesn't because you have to...
It does.
Oh, it does? Dragon Age. That's good. Also, there's probably plenty of people who have it will point out if you just pick the bow character, you just win.
Next up, we got Star Trek Bridge Crew, another Friendship Platinum.
Matt's here, you can go back. Matt's here, you should go back.
I'm here now.
Hello, Matt. Everybody who's watching, this is our intern. We pay him no money, and he gets us coffee. Matt, we need your important input on Darkest Dungeon or Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. You are the tie-breaking vote.
I vote for Darkest Dungeon.
I knew it.
Not surprising, right?
I think your only argument... Shut up, Peter. I think your only argument against it, Matt, was that Stygian is really balls.
I didn't really find it that balls. And I did this before I learned about cloud saves, so I didn't even save scum. It's really it's really just managing your roster effectively and also making sure that no one dies because you only have, I think, 14 deaths to use up, and to beat the final boss, 3 people need to die.
I remember you mentioning that you felt really dumb after we told you about cloud saves, and you were like, oh, I did all that fucking work and I could have just saved.
Yeah. It was quite stressful walking into, the last few dungeons because, like I said, you only have a limited amount of time and not too many deaths. And also the time and effort it takes to get people to, rank 5 or rank 6 or whatever max rank was in that game takes a long ass time. So if anyone you groomed for that dungeon just dies and you don't complete it, well, better spend the next 7 weeks getting a character up to speed.
I don't know why you picked it if this is the problem that you have with it.
No, it's not Uncharted.
I didn't find it to be a problem though. I found it to be a fun challenge.
Okay, that's been coming up a lot. Is what does it add to the game? Does it actually make it a more fun game to play? You should both play Hat in Time, and I'll buy Bug Flables like tomorrow.
Bug Flables.
Bug Flables.
Bug Flables is a good game.
Next up, we got Star Trek Bridge Crew. As I said, another Friendship Platinum.
Yeah.
Or Rayman Origins.
This is really hard because it is a very good Friendship Platinum, but Rayman Origins is a fucking tight platformer.
Okay, Star Trek Bridge Crew is not a good game, and is only a good game because you play it with friends, and you get to point your fingers at each other.
Hey,
Finger guns.
Finger gun. Okay.
If Rayman Origins is a good tight platformer, we should give it to Rayman Origins.
Now, there's a thing here.
Is Rayman Origins the one where you have trophies that you can only get, like, progress in once a day or once a week?
No, that's Rayman Legends. That game can suck on a tailpipe. Rayman Origins has an achievement that lies to you, and I forget which one it is.
You know how I feel about trophies that lie to you.
There's an achievement. There's two achievements that are one says collect all Electoon medallions, and the other one is earn all speed trophies. And one of them is not true, and I can't remember which one it is. Where all you actually need to do... which one? It must be... I think it's Electoons. Because there's a medal you get for getting, like, even higher than the maximum number of Electoons you need to unlock all the stuff. It doesn't matter. And... Okay. You only find out you didn't need to get them all if you had a bunch of other stuff done in later levels and you're going back to get the medallions and you just finish off the levels you hadn't gotten like the minimum maximum value and it just pops and you're like, what? Is it? I think it's that one. I don't think it's the speed one. It's one or the other where it's like, you know, there's a this level and there's a this level and you're like, oh, I have to do this on all of them and you fucking don't, and it's really stupid.
So what does that mean you're leaning towards?
Let me look it up on TA. TA would know.
I mean, did the trophies in Star Trek Bridge Crew inspire more friendship?
We felt really good when we figured it out.
Yeah, we had to do some, like, real tight stuff and real teamwork stuff. Okay,
here's the thing. It is the Electoon one. So the Electoon thing is to get the medallion, you must find all hidden cages, which you're going to do anyway. Get enough lums and beat all Electoon. You have to beat the time trial. You do not need to get the actual ribbon medal that is called the Electoon medallion, which is for getting 350 lums. It's really stupid. It's real dumb.
Well, how about this? Like, what was your favorite trophy in each game?
My favorite trophy in Bridge Crew was when we played on the old bridge from the original Star Trek series, and the way you controlled the ship was not intuitive because it was just like flashing lights like they had on the set of the original Star Trek series, and you didn't know what the buttons did until you pressed them.
Oh my god. The worst achievement was the ongoing voyages thing, which was just like do a mission of each type.
Yeah, we got that relatively quickly, though.
Yeah, well, it was only because at that point we'd done, like, everything to death.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, you can do all this optional stuff, and we were like, just finish the fucking thing. Just get the mission over with. Because that wasn't the fun part of the game. The fun part was beating a mission in a specific way that was challenging, not do a boring by-the-numbers mission.
Right.
I hate that you know, it's one of those, if the achievement...
What about...
I don't know.
What about when we had the Kobayashi Maru mission, where we had to get 120 people out?
That felt real good.
And we were alternating who had to teleport the people while yelling at each other to raise the shields however we could. And then we had to lower them as soon as the Klingons got there.
I'm just saying, we need to do that again and stream it. We have to figure out how to stream that game in VR. That would be amazing. That game was so much fun.
I'd tune in.
I'm leaning towards Bridge Crew.
So am I. We can face each other again.
I am.
Because it doesn't have any achievements that lie to you.
That's true.
You know what was fun? Was the missions that were like beat a mission without using the shields or without like losing anybody and stuff like that. Those were hard.
I actually really like challenges like that.
Although, this is a game you should never play alone anyway, but one of the achievements is play 6 missions with friends online. And that's like a $250 commitment.
That's a big commitment.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a post from a year ago that says, "Does anyone still play this?" Oof.
Feels bad,
Aw.
man.
I mean, that's probably
We'll play
random
with you.
matches. We'll play with you, babe. God,
Next up, we got Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night
That's a good game.
versus Dishonored Definitive
Ooh,
Edition.
you're gonna have to really convince me why Dishonored's trophy list is good.
Okay.
Isn't
So
it play the whole game twice?
This is going to be a contentious statement. I love Dishonored.
Yeah.
I really, really like the Dishonored series.
Yeah.
I went back and I played Dishonored Definitive Edition. All of the best things about the first Dishonored are in the DLC. All of the best levels are in the DLC. None of the base game Dishonored levels are that good after they finish the base game, because Dishonored 1's DLC is so much better than the base game.
Really?
And then Dishonored 2 like keeps that bar that high, and like Death of the Outsider keeps that bar that high. But Dishonored 1, after playing all of the other things, isn't actually that good.
Really?
It's
Okay.
like it's good in terms of like Dishonored is really good, but in terms of like compared to where it went, like if you're on board with Bloodstained, I think Bloodstained should win this.
It's got some tricky achievements, but I'm looking at the Dishonored 1. I have it on PS3, and like all of the DLC is probably going to be a pain.
Yeah.
You made it to wave 13 and back alley brawl, killing all combatants personally.
I was not referring to the Trials DLC. The Trials DLC in Dishonored is really bad.
It sounds like more reasons to not like Dishonored.
It's really bad.
Are you really picking against Dishonored? Wow, this is taking a dark turn.
Well, I know you like Bloodstained. I'm giving you this one.
I do like
I'm
Bloodstained.
earning collateral so I can bring this up later.
Oh, for
That's not
fuck's
how that works.
sake. Yes,
you gotta.
He's gonna. Yeah.
So is Bloodstained good?
The problem with Bloodstained is it has an achievement to craft every item in the game.
Okay.
That's all I have to say. You have to make every item in the game, and that's balls. I only remember it being really balls because there was no guide yet when we did it. There might be a really like efficient guide on how to do it. Shomer would know.
Yeah.
Because he's probably played it since. I tend to not play games after they come out. But I'm also biased because
that one is not that bad.
Okay, it's probably a lot better now, but I feel like it was rough when we first did it because we had to grind for like a couple things, a bunch like demon milk and weird stuff to make all the foods and all the swords. But I'd say the worst part of that game is having to grind optional bosses for their rare drops that you need to make weapons. That was stupid, but give it to Bloodstained because it's a better game. Fuck you.
Next up, we got Minute versus Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds is a winner of the Doom 2016 awards.
I think it's interesting these games went against each other because they're both very tight ideas, and the game isn't very long in total. If you figure out some of the stuff in Outer Wilds, you can probably beat it in like 6 hours, you think?
From a fresh playthrough?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably.
And then
You
same
really
with
think
Minute.
so?
Yeah, I think same with Minute. You can beat Minute pretty fast as well.
I love Outer Wilds.
I'd give
Outer Wilds trophies don't really get in the way of the platinum, but I don't think they really add anything either.
Because they're all just do dumb stuff?
Yeah, they pretty much just do dumb stuff. I love Outer Wilds, though. So...
What is Minute? Because I had not played that.
Minute is basically Zelda, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, except you're only alive for 60 seconds. So you have to figure out stuff to do to progress. When you die, you restart back at your house, but permanent changes you've made to the world persist. It's confusing to describe. Like, obviously information you've collected you physically know in your head. You know that going forward. But stuff like if you pushed a block, that will revert. But if you've done something like open a shortcut by attacking a certain enemy to spawn a bridge, the bridge will be there. So it's kind of hard to know what's going to be permanent and what isn't when you play it your first time. I think the game makes enough of a meme about its time manipulation. Like at one point, there's a guy you can get to at a lighthouse, and he talks ridiculously slow on purpose so that you realize I'll never make it to the end of whatever he's saying before the timer runs out. There's a second playthrough where you only have 30 seconds instead of 60, which is like, oh wow, I actually had a lot of time to do this stuff, because you can beat the game if you only have half as much time. And then I think now I'm going more for Minute, because Minute's got a bunch of different. It's got 100% the game, beat the game without killing any snakes, which is a really funny meme run. It is beat the game only having to loop 25 times or fewer, and then do New Game Plus, which is the 30-second mode. So that's a lot. I like games with lots of replayability like that aren't long.
This feels like Bloodborne to me, because like I love Outer Wilds, but there's no trophy in Outer Wilds that is like adding value to that game. That game is amazing.
Even the one for finding all the logs sucks, because even if you followed, it says there's more to find here, sometimes there is and it doesn't tell you.
Right.
Which is stupid.
And one of the trophies in Outer Wilds would not pop for me forever, which is use all your suit's oxygen. I must have used all my suit's oxygen 20 times before it give it to me.
Wow.
I mean, the anxiety I had trying to do the game in one loop was substantial. Because I had tried, that took me 2 attempts. The first attempt, I was going toward the ship when it ran out. I'm not going to try to spoil as little as possible. Going towards the final ship, and I heard the, and I was like, no! I got on a little too long in one room, and then I figured out what I'd done. I saved like 45 seconds, and I did it.
I also had a really, trying to avoid spoilers, I had a really weird moment where you talk to a person that I guess you've been trying to talk to for a while, right?
Yep.
Sure.
In the weird place, right? And I was talking to him. I was putting stuff on a wall, and then all of a sudden I just died. Like, I died. I was like, did he just kill it? Like, I don't even know what happened to this day. I don't know what happened.
I think, because you're supposed to be outside of the universe and be invincible, right? Because you're in like a suspended state of time and space. You exist in all possible realities at once when you're there. That's a bit more of a spoiler, but
yes, I still died though.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to die there. You're supposed to come back and then die.
Yeah, it's like something hit me really fast. Like something fell on me or something. It seemed. I don't know what it could have been.
I would have immediately done the share capture thing and saved that clip.
Yeah.
So are you leaning Minute?
I'm leaning Minute because its challenging trophies are at least fun. The one where not killing any snakes, that's pretty funny. Entering Giant Steep's ocean fast enough to break the ocean current was fucking stupid, because I had to try it 4 times because it wouldn't got. One of the times I went too fast and went through the whole planet and came out the other side because I went too fast for it to render the planet. Give me a break.
Yeah.
You don't give me an achievement like that and then be like, oh, you did the dumb thing wrong. No, you programmed the dumb thing wrong. Get out of here.
Yeah, Minute just sounds more fun.
I also played it on Game Pass. These guys bought it on PlayStation and got the platinums for it. I did it on Xbox, so I don't have the platinum for it technically, but I did finish it. But
next up, we got Horizon Zero Dawn versus the Banner Saga 3. And here's my question that's really going to determine where I lean on this one.
Okay.
If a game has a bunch of trophies that, from reading the description, aren't clear what you need to do, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You're obviously talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, right?
I'm talking about Banner Saga.
I'm kidding. I know what you're talking about.
I think ambiguous direction is bad.
Okay, because Banner Saga 3 has a lot of those.
Yeah, I'll pick Horizon. That's cool.
Also, Banner Saga 3 has a trophy for getting 30 battles in one playthrough, and you need specific dialogue choices multiple times throughout the game to get 30, which is the maximum that you can have.
Yikes.
That's rough.
That sounds
like
like
it
a
took
lot
like 8 people working together to figure out how to get all 30.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like a lot of spreadsheet checking.
Classic Peter.
We were working it out on Reddit when the game came out. It took a lot of people to figure it
out.
But that's like friendship, though, right?
It was friendship, but I don't talk to any of those people anymore.
Wow,
Shout out to those people.
Also,
so Horizon, right?
Yeah, it's probably Horizon. Yeah. Again, I didn't get that platinum. I helped with like 2 things. My wife got most of it, and I got like 2 things. Nailed it. So that's how you get platinums, kids.
Matt, did you want to say something?
I was gonna say, didn't you weren't you kind of playing a cat and mouse game with Banner Saga, trying to withhold some information to try to?
The story of the Banner Saga 3 plat was a bunch of people were trying to be the first person to get it.
No shit.
And we eventually realized that the trophies didn't describe what you needed to do very well, and we eventually decided to pool our knowledge because we saw everybody had every trophy except the platinum had been unlocked by somebody. So we decided to trade knowledge, and this was like how much do you share without like giving away all of the secrets
giving a game away? Yeah, that's a good.
And we finally decided to share everything, and then whoever was first to get it would get it.
And what were you?
I was not first. I don't
Boo!
remember which one I was.
Boo!
But it was close. It was a fun time.
Yeah, it's like that dark web information brokering meeting in a dark alley.
Yeah, it was a good time. I don't know. Next up, we got Marvel's Spider-Man versus Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
You were the second person by almost 12 hours.
Damn.
Really?
Yep.
That's close.
It's close.
It is close. The person who got it third was 3 days after you, so it's down to you and that other guy.
Yeah.
Or gal. It's a picture of Joel though, so I'm making assumptions. A lot of
Matt,
people.
did you say Sayonara Wild Hearts for this matchup?
Yes, but only because Marvel Spider-Man's trophy list is really bad.
I don't know if this is
Contentious?
a positive or a negative. So, Sayonara Wild Hearts, I think I mentioned this in part 1 of this series. It has a bunch of trophies that are like, solve this riddle, and the game has these riddles that are in the menu and you read them, and they mean you have to do something special in a level. Like, only kill these specific enemies, like kill every third enemy, or like do something like that. And you need to like read the riddle, figure it out, and then do it, or just read a guide and cheat.
Of course.
I don't know if that's a cool thing or not.
I actually I know I just said I don't like ambiguous things, but I think if it's by design, if
it's ambiguous, but you're supposed to be able to figure out the riddle.
It does say solve the riddle, which gives you the achievement. It doesn't say, ooh, I'll never tell. It says exactly what to do, but the game itself is the thing that's kind of ambiguous with the riddle.
I think I like that. I don't like how like Dead by Daylight was like, describing achievements in really weird, ambiguous ways where you didn't know if it was one thing or the other. So if it's meant to be more of like a riddle, I like that.
At least Meso gets that the Spider-Man trophy list is bad. I liked the crimes. I didn't like a lot of the other stuff.
Although I will say, if without the trophy list, I would not have gotten Naked Spider-Man. When you're just in the boxers and stuff.
So are we giving this to Sayonara Wild Hearts? That's shocking to me.
I can't believe it.
I'll vote for Sayonara.
Is it really not called Spider-Man?
If we're not banned from the subreddit, we're banned now.
We're definitely banned now. It's called Marvel Spider-Man. Fuck off.
So next up, I got Enter the Gungeon versus Surgeon Simulator Experience Reality.
Don't make me.
This is a hard one. This is a Sophie's Choice for Double.
Don't make me do this. These are both my children.
Choose one of your children to die killed by the Nazis.
Oh my god.
You can only take one with you.
Remember, whatever you choose isn't the one that's going to progress.
Do you know why I didn't? Going back to Spider-Man, do you know why I didn't think the crimes were that bad? Is even though you had to do like a certain number in each district, they populated constantly. It did
populate fast.
It wasn't that bad. I'm thinking of like maybe Sleeping Hearts was one where it was like, oh, you have to do this many crimes in this area, and you just fuck around forever to wait for that stuff to spawn. Or we're like other types of open world games where it's like, oh, you got to do all this stuff in these districts to liberate them, and you're like, well, I got to wait around for that to happen again. The convoys in Assassin's Creed Rogue were like that, where it was like, oh, find some convoys in this area, and you'd go there and there wouldn't be one, and you'd go there and there wouldn't be one, and you'd go there and there wouldn't be one. And then the internet's like, yeah, just go and buy this and do this in this weird order, and for some reason the RNG just goes, yeah, there's a convoy now. So you just do that weird series of events over and over again, and it always spawns one. Fuck that shit. The crimes in Spider-Man were not that bad. There's too many of them, but at least they fucking spawned.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, to the thing we're now discussing. I'm avoiding talking about Enter the Gungeon and Surgeon Simulator. I don't want to do it.
You have to pick. These
Surgeon
are your
Simulator's
condoms.
too easy.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, in Enter the Gungeon, the second player shoots a Nerf dart gun,
which is great.
which is great.
The funny thing is, its rarity is pretty par for the course for VR games, where it's like, oh, it's 9%. It's it's really hard. Nobody finishes VR games. Is the only reason nobody has this platinum.
It's true.
Enter the Gungeon is great.
So is it Enter the Gungeon?
Its DLC is balls.
That's not part of the platinum.
I mean, I got you the Surgeon Simulator platinum in what, 4 hours?
How dare you?
Outed.
Yes.
Yeah, but you don't count it as yours. Because this was like 4 years before I got my own VR. I never thought I'd get one. I figured I'd get one for a PC. So I never thought.
Now we're going to be banned from the PSN Profiles leaderboard.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Goodbye, Coffee Cove.
Things I don't care about.
Peter got me fury.
So Enter the Gungeon?
Yeah, Enter the Gungeon.
Nice.
Next up, we got XCOM 2 versus Dark Souls 2.
Ooh.
XCOM 2 is good, boy.
It is quite good.
We also basically just did this. The only thing that's different is the DLC isn't required to get the spells achievements.
Yeah, it's also not the Scholar of the First Sin remakes to every area.
I don't think those remakes are enough to change the trophy list in my mind, really.
Okay.
Name one thing that really impacts the trophy list when it comes to the remake.
I haven't played the base Dark Souls 2, I don't know.
You haven't?
Yeah.
The biggest difference is the design. Shomer probably remembers. The design of Hyde's, I think it's Hades. Somebody like data mined and figured out it's Hades Tower of Flame. The dragon is there or isn't there in the same way that it is in the other one. The knights that are around the game in the base version don't aggro until you hit them. In Scholar, they're just always after your butthole, I think. Or it's the other way around. Yeah, nothing impacts the trophies. It's the same game, trophy-wise.
Okay, so I went up because I wanted to see if Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin was in or out. It is out right now.
Yeah, it's out. I mean, its trophy list is annoying.
I like XCOM 2 a lot.
You have to get all the gestures. It's dumb.
Yeah. So we picking XCOM 2?
What's the worst trophy in XCOM 2? Give me a litmus test.
I believe it's beat the game on the hardest difficulty, which is really hard.
Iron Man mode, where if people die, they're dead forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the dragon spawns after you kill the old dragon knight?
Oh, XCOM 2 has that trophy that's play on the second hardest difficulty and beat the game in like 3 months, which is insanely fast. You have to go into the final mission like not armed at all.
Yeah, just like run through it trying to do the objectives.
Oh, Commander Plus by July 1st? Wow.
Yeah, that's insanely fast. I think the game starts in April.
Why do you sort by PlayStation rarity? That's so weird.
Yeah, that's what I just do.
Because nobody ever gets... Mine's PSN profiles. I always sort by the people who actually try to get trophies.
Oh,
if he takes his mouse away, all of them are going to be 0.1 because nobody ever actually goes for achievements in games that aren't trophy hunters. If he sorts by PSN profiles, now he actually sees percentages. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's by far the hardest mission, the hardest trophy.
Yeah, see? Because before it was July 1st, then Iron Man, then other stuff, all by 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, and now this one actually sorts them in like a way that makes sense. Oh, that's what aggro's the knights. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, this has got to be XCOM 2. There's no way this is Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, it's XCOM 2, sure.
Plus, you get to make up bios for all your friends that you're putting into the game.
Exactly. And then kill them.
Yeah, and then they die.
Would you play a Dark Souls game if there was an achievement to beat the game where if you died, it like deleted your save?
Yes.
Would you?
Awesome. I'd be so
I would too. I would too.
From Software, do not watch this stream. Don't do it.
It's okay.
Don't do it. Their trophy lists are fucking awful.
Next up, we got Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, which is really just the collection of Shovel Knight, versus Lego Ninjago Movie, the video game, the movie, the game.
It's going to be a problem.
How many colons are in that?
There's actually only one. It's Lego Ninjago Movie, the video game, but it really should be Lego Ninjago, the movie, the video game, just like Street Fighter.
Okay. This is so Shovel Knight. Convince me it's Ninjago.
Fuck off. Listen.
Convince me it's Ninjago. Come on.
All right, Ninjago. People need to play this. It's a weird. It's like
Yeah.
Power Rangers, except the bad guy has 4 arms,
Yeah.
and it's never explained. And if you Google why he has 4 arms,
Yeah.
it's like people asking. It's like parents asking on Quora, and the people responding to them are other people's 7-year-old kids. This game led me down a rabbit hole I've never recovered from, and I'm a better person for it. I was literally like, why does this guy have 4 arms? And the first response was Quora, where some parent was like, hi, my kid keeps watching this dumb show, and this guy has 4 arms. Why? And it's like, hi, I also love this show, and I'm in 3rd grade. He has 4 arms because he gets bit by a mythical snake, and he's great. That's every response. So you're like, what's up with the snake? Never explained.
Okay.
Why would a
So-
snake give you more arms when snakes have no arms? Never explained.
So when I said sell me on Lego Ninjago Movie the video game, I did expect that you were going to be successful.
I didn't even talk about the trophies.
No, that's good enough. Let's go.
Wasn't it?
That's good enough. I'm sold.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, I'll give you this. It makes a bunch of Star Wars references, and it pulls them off fantastically.
Okay.
All right, we'll do it. It pulls the Luke, I am your father, and it memes it so hard, and it works so well.
Nice.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm locking it in.
It's if you play any Lego game in your entire life, you have to play Lego Ninjago Movie.
I'm locking it in.
It's gonna be way harder to beat XCOM 2. I gotta
I'm
think.
doing
of
it.
Do it. I gotta think of another thing that it would be better than XCOM 2. Fuck me, that was a funny game.
All right. Next up, I got Control versus Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Oh, you,
which
Peter.
is not in of itself a friendship game, but we did play it as friends.
It also was the keys, like the starter of the channel.
That is true. See, Matt respects missing collectible lore.
Yes.
Peter, you also had to do a
Hashtag
miss
hard for grandma.
because you're bad at it. Oh my god, we're all so hard for grandma.
No spoilers. Mess was gonna play Resident Evil 7.
Oh, but she'll be hard for grandma. It's fine.
No, stop.
She's in Florida. She's oh god.
At least we were already
So many grandmas in Florida.
The best bit of Resident Evil 7, my favorite bit that we ever did, was when you go into the grandma's bedroom and she's sitting there, right? And we haven't seen her for like 4 hours. And we're like, Grandma, what are you doing?
Oh my
and then
god, so good.
we open the secret passage, and then you walk through the secret passage, and the door closes behind you. And me and you just for like a solid 2 minutes just go, Grandma! Grandma!
Open the door, Grandma! Let me out of the cupboard, Grandma! I was looking for your pre-war version of Parcheesi.
Resident Evil 7 requires a bunch of playthroughs, right?
All Resident Evil games are way too overblown on playthrough. I'm serious. It's the only reason I just don't want to do them.
Yeah,
Resident Evil 7 has Madhouse. Madhouse is kind of cool because it really changes the game.
Unlike 2 and 3, where it doesn't.
Yeah, where it doesn't do anything.
Actually, 3 it doesn't. 2 it might.
It's got the usual BS about only healing a certain
I
number of
can't believe it had
times.
get all collectibles on the hardest difficulty. How stupid is that?
Wait,
Yeah,
get them
it's
again, but on the
nasty.
hardest difficulty?
Yeah, because there's more of them on the hardest.
Oh,
That's
that's like my
so
least
dumb.
favorite trophy.
Yeah, that would drive Matt insane.
Control. I like Control. There's nothing in Control that's like an interesting trophy.
I really want to play that though, just because people keep saying it has like SCP vibes, and I love SCP.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
It's
You're the
platinum
villain.
It does.
Oh my god, 40%. Good lord.
Yeah, it's basically just do like 100% the game. It's like the Spider-Man plat.
So at 40%, would you say it's like a main studio Sony game, like all the rest of them? They're at 40%.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. But it's isn't it? It's Remedy. Weird.
I'm leaning Resident Evil 7.
I don't know. I can't agree with the fact that, again, this is coming down to what game would I get the platinum in? Control. I would actively avoid Resident Evil 7 because it thinks its dick is big enough to swing, beat the game on hard, beat the game, get all the collectibles, beat the game on hard and get all the collectibles. That is, and I like collectibles, and that's excessive.
Yeah.
I
Also,
think
one of the
No,
first
go on.
fights with the old guy, it just like doesn't tell you if you're doing damage because you're not, but then you are. It's stupid.
Am I about to be outvoted and neither of you have either of these platforms?
So I will say I love Resident Evil 7 for the history and the lore.
Yeah,
But-
the lore's important.
But goddamn, man, the collectibles just sound like a nightmare to deal with. So.
Control is more collectibles.
Does it really?
I think so.
Are they difficulty specific?
No,
Does
they're
it-
not difficulty specific.
But it doesn't. But does it have a grandma in it?
Control does that thing where it's like, I don't know how many collectibles there are. There's a lot, and you don't need to get all of them to get all the collectibles.
It wins.
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima style. You didn't need to get all the collectibles to get them all.
Oh man, I
That's
guess
so
so.
good.
Yeah,
Did you finish that yet, Matt?
I have not.
Oh my god, finish it.
I will.
That final mission is so good.
Oh, I can't wait.
Next up, how did Lords of the Fall... Oh, it's Invisible Hours, okay. Next up is Lords of the
Observer.
Fallen versus Observer.
Observer.
No, yeah,
Is that the slam dunk hit?
yeah.
Okay.
No, we don't even need to talk.
Well, it's also that
Nice.
I mean I could explain how Observer is in gameplay is like good 4/5 of the time, and that last fifth is like, hey, did you want to play what the fuck game? Not Five Nights at Freddy's. Hey, did you want to play not Soma? I mean it isn't Soma. Amnesia. It's like, hey, do you want to play Amnesia for 5 minutes? And you're like, no.
No.
And it's like tough. And there's an achievement to never die throughout the whole game, and it makes you do that 3 times, where you have to just avoid the insta-kill monster, and if you die, you have to reload the whole... Now that I think about that. Actually, I think you can save scum that, which isn't really a point in its favor, but... It's better than fucking facehuggers, am I right?
Yeah. Next up, we got Tales from the Borderlands versus Dark Souls 3. It's Dark Souls 3, baby.
Can I have a 3-word defense of Tales of the Borderlands?
Peter's gonna he's
Sure.
gonna say finger gun fight.
Well, I guess I don't need to say it anymore.
I mean,
I think of the Dark Souls.
we're not seriously considering giving this to Tales from the Borderlands.
No, I think we made a pact that no Telltale game would get past round 2.
Yeah, there's no way.
I like how Acquire All Miracles is rarer than Acquire Mastery of Rings.
Although, if I was going to cut a From Software game, we've cut better From Software games than Dark Souls 3.
That's true. The thing that bothers me the most about Dark Souls 3 is after playing Bloodborne, you're like, hey, it's the same game. Why does it have Dark Souls mechanics?
Yeah.
Because it looks the same.
Next up, we got Dishonored, Death of the Outsider versus Iron.
I don't know what the fuck that second game is. What? Oh, Fee! You got me.
Honestly, I
Still
thought it was
funny.
called Iron.
Still funny.
You silly goose. You got me. I'm gonna slouch for a minute here so nobody can see my face.
Okay.
Peter, you said you
I mean-
liked Death of the Outsider, right?
Death of the Outsider's story is laughably silly and bad. They're going for a very serious vibe, and it just comes across as silly and dumb. The gameplay and the things you do are awesome. Like, it's really good level design, and it's really good game design.
I think I want to take it away from Fee just because the collectible achievement allows you to see the collectibles through walls, but only when you're a certain distance away, which is really close. And a lot of them are in a place that you could never be close enough to see them through the wall.
Get out of here. Dishonored.
Fun game, though.
Next up, we got Persona 5 Royal versus Valley. I don't know anything about Valley.
Just pick Persona 5, it's fun.
Great. High School Simulator
High School Simulator.
/ dating sim.
Next up, we got Super Hot, not VR, Super Hot, regular Keanu Reeves Hot Super, versus Infamous First Light.
First Light's the good one.
First Light's the good one.
Do you like it more than Super Hot because you've played them both?
No, I like Super
I
Hot.
can't imagine playing non-VR Super Hot. I just don't even understand how you'd play it.
Super Hot does have the endless mode. That's awful.
Oh, I played that the other day in VR. I'm glad there's no achievements for it, but I got actually really far. I was just short because you have to beat them, right?
Yeah.
Which is like kill a certain number of dudes in each one.
Yeah.
Who's gonna get?
Infamous is your stereotypical towers, collectibles.
Oh man, isn't it
things
though?
on the
But it's
map.
in Seattle. We've been there.
I haven't been there.
I've been there.
I'm leaning super hot.
I think super hot because it's just so much goddamn fun.
How the
right?
fuck is super
Yeah.
hot? How is super hot VR rare though? Like seriously, like it's so
It's
much.
a VR game.
It's not hard.
It's a VR game. I'm picking super hot. Matchup 177, we got
Oh my
Tetris
God.
Effect versus Astrobot Rescue Mission.
Astrobot Rescue Mission. I know you don't like Tetris Effect that much.
Yeah, Tetris Effect sucks. Fight me.
I think it's funny how many of these are really rare platinums. Like that's the 3rd overall seed, and you were like, no, fuck it.
Tetris Effect is awful, and I regret getting the platinum.
I mean, if we're going by TT numbers, it's your highest one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
By like a lot.
Next up, we got Call of Duty World at War versus Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare.
Oh, it's
There
a
are not
double.
3
double
games
feature.
in this matchup.
It is a double feature.
This is Garden Warfare 1.
It is not your best game. It's your second best. Super Meat Boy is still worth 11,000 points, but it's your highest individual trophy, which doesn't even make sense. How is Tetris Effect 4,000 points less, but is the higher platinum? That
Because Super Meat Boy's like last 5 trophies
Are all
worth
really-
a ton.
But yeah, only Tetris Effect's last trophy is worth a ton, right? Only seriously. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what? Did it do a thing where like all the golds are really easy? Oh my god, there's like 2 golds.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Normally there's like
And really, seriously is the only hard trophy in that game. The other ones are grindy. There's 2 really grindy ones.
the 10,000 My Name is Mayo's.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't there one to like log in every day to do a thing in Tetris Effect?
That's get all the avatars.
Okay. Yeah. Get 100 avatars in Tetris Effect is an insulting trophy. You can only unlock avatars on Saturdays.
And how many?
Why?
Wow.
Why?
How many can you get per Saturday?
As many as you want.
Okay, that's good at least. Because
But you can only get it on Saturday.
I keep thinking about doing it because I don't want to embarrass myself and be worse than you at Tetris. Because I think I'm pretty good at Tetris. But also, I was like, if it's only 1 per Saturday, how many weeks is that going to take?
No. You can get some for getting trophies, for getting specific trophies.
Yeah.
But the vast majority of them you have to get from playing games on Saturdays.
Is it like get a certain number of points, and if you can do that every single game, you just get one every time?
It's play a game of whatever the special type is for that Saturday.
Yeah.
And if you play a game once, you get a random avatar, but you might get a duplicate avatar of one that you already have.
I saw
doesn't
that in your
count?
video. Yeah, it gives you like bright dust.
Yeah.
Why are we still talking about Tetris Effect? We're on the next one now.
I tried to move on. You brought me back.
Is that Garden Warfare 1 or 2?
1.
1 is really good. 2, the overworld thing in 2 wasn't necessary. 1 is pretty solid. Matt has a lot invested in World at War. I feel like he's gonna override me if I pick Plants vs. Zombies. He's gonna be like, no, dude, I beat World at War like 11 times.
I have beat it like 5 times.
I think it kills me. Is that the origin of the? No, that's not the origin of the anime meme. But it kills me that the DLC for the maps for the zombies are still so much money.
Yeah.
I really want to do
Yeah.
all the maps and do that on like a big screen TV with you. That would be really fun.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm not like super partial to World at War. I like the fact that it's like a shared bonding experience where we both went through veteran
yeah,
and like the bullshit that is blowtorch and corkscrew. But
yeah.
I mean, the trophies, if you just look at the trophies, they weren't anything spectacular.
The only map pack that we want is like the 3rd one, and it's still $10. And this game came out in what, 2006?
Yeah. We were in high school.
Unfucking believable that they're still charging $10 for that. It's one of those, because it's so far out of print that they can just keep that price forever because there's never going to be like supply and demand for it. And since it's a digital thing, they have no reason to ever like it can sit in a flash drive forever and it's fine.
Yeah.
They're never going to decrease the price to like try to drive sales of a digital thing.
Yeah, go for Plants vs. Zombies.
Let me check it real quick.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't think there's anything stand out bad. Complete Garden Ops on Crazy was awful, and the get 1,000 kills of zombies and get 1,000 kills of plants was kind of annoying. I wonder if these are even possible anymore. It's an EA game, so I'm sure they took on the servers.
Yeah. Sure, there's a file you can just download where someone has 999 kills on each.
No, you can't do that.
Looking at you, Sims 4.
Oh, it's Vanquish 100 pea shooters, 100 sunflowers, 100 chompers, and 100 cacti, and they have the same thing for the zombies, where it's 100 of each. And that's really balls because it's one achievement for doing 4 things 100 times that you have no way of tracking. Like, you're never going to track that.
And you can't make people spawn as those guys.
Yeah, people will just choose not to spawn as the other things. People don't spawn as sunflowers that much. It's like spawning as the medic in Battlefield. It's like, 1 in 5 people is going to be the medic.
1,000 sharpshooters.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a tough one for me. This is a tough one.
Well, okay. Think about that it has to go up against Astrobot Rescue Mission.
I think they could both take down Astrobot.
What? Heresy.
Matt, what do you think? Matt, all right. What's the worst achievement in World at War base game? Is it beating a level on veteran without dying? It is, right? It's got to be.
Without dying or beating it on veteran?
Well, there's beat a level on veteran without dying. Do you think that's harder than beating the final level on veteran? Final
No,
right.
I think beating the entire game on veteran is much harder.
And does that take away from the game because it's just awful? Yes. I think it does.
Kind of.
Do you really enjoy doing that?
So this is the weird thing, right? Objectively, I think it does, but I know for me, I kind of like ridiculous hard challenges like that.
I think it's fun doing them together. The Black Cats, getting all the ships down in Black Cats.
Oh yeah, that's really hard too.
It's awful. And Blowtorch and Corkscrew is fucking awful. I hate that level. All the other levels after it are easy compared to that one. Because you can't, it's super dark. You can't see anything.
I know.
So I'm hearing Plants vs. Zombies.
I can't believe that's a better platinum just because it's... But it might be
That's what I'm
offline.
hearing.
Oh, you know what? World at War is definitely offline because it has the multiplayer ones of like get your left foot wet, get your right foot wet. Left foot?
Left foot?
Yeah, oh yeah, and it has 0 points trophy. Or
I'm
achievements.
locking in Plants vs. Zombies.
There's no such thing as 0 point trophies. There's only achievements can be 0 points.
But in the Xbox version, there are 0
Yeah,
pointers.
but they, like I said, you can't. There's no such thing. Sony wouldn't allow that bullshit.
I'm hitting Plants vs. Zombies.
Do it.
But
Yeah, Black Cats is the hardest achievement in the game. Down 45 Japanese zeros in one playthrough. And you have to replay the whole level over and over again.
Although I recently found out you can make a cloud save right before that checkpoint, but I don't think it works for more than like a couple tries for some reason. You can only use it like once or twice. You have to like quickly dashboard when you get to that checkpoint and then upload it. It's weird.
But it only
next
makes
up,
it less painful.
Next up, we got Slain Back from Hell against Resident Evil 2.
You seem to really like Resident Evil 2's trophy list.
Resident Evil 2 is so good. So good.
The trophy
Right.
list is good?
The trophy list is good. The playthroughs are different and fun. And playing on hard is fun. And it's like do 12 billion playthroughs, but they're all fun.
They don't sound that fun. I'm
What
kidding.
about
They're fun.
Slain Back from Hell?
Slain,
What
you
is
have to
that?
beat the whole game without dying, and there's literally basically no way you're going to do that without cloud saving because it's like you die in like 5 hits.
So it's kind of like Mind Laven.
But I mean, you can't cloud save Mind Laben.
Nah.
Slain Back from Hell's worth a lot of points, but no, I'm assuming Resident Evil 2 is going to be better.
Nice.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Nice.
From what you
Next
said,
up, we got the Order 1886 versus Overcooked 2.
Thief. Okay. I was
Okay.
like, how did Order make
A lot of friendship in Overcooked 2.
Overcooked?
There's a lot of friendship. You gotta go with the friendship.
19
line.
videos worth of friendship.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
so much
friendship.
yelling at Peter.
Ooh.
Next up, we got Call of Duty World War
Ooh,
II.
a lot of
against
friendship.
Peggle 2. There's a lot of friendship in this bracket.
It's a lot of
Call Duty
friendship.
World War II. That's just my vote.
Overcooked 2 is amazing and your video is hilarious. Thank you. That's very nice
Yes.
of you to say.
So much yelling.
Just the best bits. I watch the best bits video every so often to make myself feel better. Call of Duty World War II had friendship. It had a lot of multiplayer that I actually liked. The campaign is the best Call of Duty campaign I've ever played.
Yeah.
Peggle 2 brought my wife and I together. Not literally like we met because of it, but we had just moved, and it was like the thing we used to de-stress at the end of a day of being like, we live in a state where we don't know anybody. Let's play Peggle 2 together. I was literally in the middle of doing something heinous in the bathroom, and she like burst through the door to tell me that she beat the last level in the Celestial Realm. And I was like, I'm busy.
That's not as good of a story as you think it is.
It's a great story. She was like, I did it! We beat the final level! And I was like, I'm in here! I think it's a great story.
I think it's a great story too.
I think without the DLC, Peggle 2's base game platinum is horrible.
Yeah. That's a lot of extra levels you gotta get.
It's only because for some reason the PlayStation version, there aren't achievements in the DLC to get all the objectives in the DLC. So if you get the objectives in the DLC, they only add to the base game ones for free. There's some of the ones I've played that game on like 3 different people's accounts, and there's some of them I've never gotten because they're just so awful. So I'd say, I guess World War II.
Yeah, World War II.
Still working on it. We still need people.
I know. Hey,
Hey-o.
if anyone in the chat wants to also help us, that'd be great.
You have to have COD World War II, which is like $6 in a bargain bin. I would know. I bought 2 copies of it. And you need to get the DLC, which at one point was like, what, $20 for 3 or 4 maps?
It was like $20 for everything or something.
Which was pretty good, yeah. Well, it was all the DLC we don't care about. We only care about the maps. But it was like, look at all these maps you can play in multiplayer. And I was like, just give me the zombies. Just give me the zombies.
That's all we need. So I need to beat it.
Next up, we got Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain against Dust, The Elysian Tale.
This I always get in trouble for. I don't like Dust, and I finished it. And I know a lot of people really like Dust, but Metal Gear Solid 5 is better. Duh.
Bam. Easy.
Somebody was recently saying in the Discord about how grindy that game is because of like getting all the S ranks and all the stuff. I thought it was fun.
Next up, we got Titan Souls versus Remnant from the Ashes. Remnant from the Ashes does have friendship.
Does have friendship.
Titan Souls has bullshit cloud save trophies.
It does, which in this instance brings it down. Although I feel bad for how high it constantly is on my rarest trophy list. I'm like, it shouldn't be that rare.
Yeah.
More people should have cheated.
I'm not super thrilled about Remnant making it to round 3, but I think I pick it.
I can't believe it's making a threat.
Next up, we got Guacamelee 1 versus Guacamelee 2.
How did that happen? Are you kidding me right now?
It happened.
All right, I have to pull these up because I don't know.
I'm sorry. I made a critical error. It's Guacamelee 2 versus Guacamelee 1. I can't flip the order.
I can't believe you've done that.
I can't do that.
So they both had DLC. The second one had 2 sets of DLC. It was pretty cheap though. I remember getting it. Guacamelee 2 has a Mystery Science Theater reference in it, which is great. Guacamelee 1 has a better story.
Do you need to flip a coin?
I might have to. I have a pile over there in the corner.
You have so many SGD or
Leave it up to
AGDQ coins
chance.
too.
We're leaving it up to chance. We're not sure. We're thinking about
I
it.
mean, Guacamelee 2's story is worse. If it's coming down to story. And it has 2 DLCs, which is a little too much.
Does it Guacamelee 1? You have the power here.
I do have the power.
Or
I like that
can
you
vote.
could play as whoever you wanted and all the stuff. These are just great games. There's a third one. What is this? What? Oh, it's the Japanese version. That doesn't count. Why does PSN Profiles count that shit? That's so annoying. It's like, oh, there's 4 games and you've only played 2 of them, you idiot. No, I've played both of them. There's 2 of them. I'm not playing the original unchampionship version without the DLC, and I'm not playing the Japanese version. Shut up. Sim Profiles is dumb sometimes. It's just like
Sometimes.
it expects everybody as the people who do like every version of a game. It's stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna flip a coin.
We're leaving it to chance. You're insane.
Why am I leaving it? Why is that a bad
Mad
thing?
lad.
You're a mad lad.
All right, we're leaving it up to a 1921 Morgan dollar.
Okay.
Heads is Guacamelee 1, tails is Guacamelee 2.
Okay. It's in the air. We've caught it. We've flipped it.
Heads is Guacamelee 1.
Oh.
Bada bing. Next match, we
They
got
don't call me
Wolfenstein
We
2,
Are
the new
Two-Faced for
Colossus. We got Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus versus Dark Souls.
Dark Souls 1's trophy list is atrocious, but Wolfenstein has mein Leben.
So I'll vote for Wolfenstein.
Would you really though?
Yeah.
Would you?
So,
I don't want to encourage that behavior.
So
I think
no,
Dark-
going
no.
back to what I
No,
said.
Matt, no.
Let me
Veto.
explain.
No, you're insane.
Going back to what I said, where I like really hard challenges, I don't think I've ever felt so much pride getting a trophy than when I finally got mine, Laban.
But it's unreasonable.
It is unreasonable.
It's so I looked at it like when I was preparing for Paper Mario speedruns,
Okay.
like the research, the practice that went into it. Sure, it took a long time. It took like a month's time, really. But when it finally all fell together, damn, did I feel accomplished.
Yeah, but all those
That's true.
unskippable cutscenes, there's a lot of faffing in that game that really
We're
should.
giving it to Wolfenstein 2.
Are you kidding me right now?
It's making it to round 3.
Apotheon's making it up against that, and it's going to lose to that. It's going to make it to round 4.
Apotheons over Dig Dug?
Of course over Dig Dug.
Okay, fine. You have no respect or culture.
No,
What did
no
Dig Dug go up
arcade
against?
series games should ever make it. Their
Dig Dug
achievement.
beat Dragon Age 2.
Yeah, because Dragon Age 2 is bad.
Dragon Age 2 is bad.
These
Next
are
up we
all
got-
very obvious choices, man.
Next up, we got Medal of Honor Frontline versus Crash Bandicoot Warped.
Medal of Honor Frontline is the origin of a meme that died a couple of years ago, which was just Barnes. Just saying Barnes to JB would just piss him off. I think I explained this the first time, but there's a mission. Yeah, okay, I won't do it then. It's just so bad. It's so unbelievably hard for no reason.
So is this Crash?
It's got to be Crash.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good with Crash.
I think we all had the veto power of like, if it's a platinum you got that's ridiculously hard and you hate it, you can let it go through 1 round. I can't let it go through 2 rounds. All that
Next up, we got Severed versus Bug Fables.
Bug Fables.
This is
Bug
Fables.
Fables.
This is Bug
This is so
Fables.
Bug Fables.
That was
This is an
easy.
easy one.
Oh
I
my
like it when
god.
it's easy.
Like
Next up, we got Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus versus Wolfenstein the Old Blood. Remind me, is Wolfenstein the Old Blood the zombie one?
Yes.
Okay.
Old Blood is the one that has a shitload of the back in time Wolfenstein 3D levels.
Yeah, New Order's better.
Yeah, by a
Ooh,
lot.
we're almost done.
Sly Cooper, I guess is what I'm leaning
Sly
towards.
1 is the best Sly Cooper
Yeah.
game. People tell me it's
Yeah.
the other ones and they're wrong. Sly Cooper 1 is amazing.
So we go with Sly Cooper?
Yeah.
I did like the challenge maps in Old Blood, but good lord, doing all of the classic levels was annoying.
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't like the challenge levels.
I actually like those. Am I the only one that didn't use the glitch?
There's a glitch?
To beat Wolfenstein games on Uber, you like glitch it at the on the final boss.
Oh,
Oh
didn't
no,
do it.
I didn't do that.
I didn't do that. That's all anybody ever talks about, which is why it's funny. It's funny that everybody's so into the Wolfenstein New Order and Old Blood because you could do that glitch to beat it, and then New Colossus was like, not only is there a harder difficulty, you can't glitch it, and everyone's like,
I'm locking in Sly Cooper.
okay.
Next up, we got Monster Hunter World versus Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
2,
Monster Hunter World has crowns.
which are awful.
Which are
Oh,
bad.
It's the reason I never got the game.
Garden Warfare 2 has a rotating schedule of events that you have to do certain things in, which are just the dumbest, which means after a certain number of months. How long is that game still going to be available to even do?
Does Garden Warfare 2 have friendship on its side, or did you play that alone?
I never played it with anybody on the same console as me, but I've talked to Lindsay and Rob about playing it on Xbox.
Okay. I mean, I'm leading Monster Hunter World just because I haven't played Garden Warfare 2.
I mean, Garden Warfare 2 is fun, but yeah, the fact that you have like this, like I think the epic quests are the ones that are timed, or is that occasionally on the quest board at the backyard inside your base, and vanquish Nomus the Gnome King while playing the Infinity mode. Oh God, that was awful. That took a really long time. Yeah, what's the other one that we're going up against?
Monster Hunter World.
I don't want to give it to that because of the crowns, but it did have friendship on its side. I still don't even have it yet. But Mesa's going to help me get it. Hey, tell me when you need Koosh quests. Koosh quests.
So we're doing Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter.
Next up, we got Resident Evil 3 Remake versus Wolfenstein The New Order.
Which is the good one.
Which is the good one. As much as I love Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake did not, meet expectations.
Wolfenstein The New Order!
And
really?
Its multiple playthroughs are not good because they don't add anything.
Yeah, it's just like zombies in slightly different places.
Plus, even though they did the multiple playthroughs correctly in Resident Evil 2, where you can't use infinite ammo weapons in your new playthroughs, Resident Evil 3, you can use your infinite ammo weapons in the new playthroughs. So, why do I have to play the game again? Because I'm just going to use them.
I'm just going to do the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good trophy design. And the last one of round 2 is Axiom Verge versus Akiba's Trip, Undead, and Undressed.
How did Akiba's Trip make it past the first round?
It beat Color Guardians, which is a port of a mobile game.
Oh, that's the bar.
It was literally Temple Runner, but with different colored ink.
So is this Axiom Verge?
Yeah, it's Axiom Verge.
Axiom Verge.
If you want to talk about a game with a lot of really good trophy design, where there was a speedrun one and a no death one and a collectible one and a minimum collectible one, that was good. It's like beat the game without picking up any additional power-ups that you don't need.
Okay, so now we have finished round 2.
Good
which
lord.
means we are down to 64 platinums from 256.
That's not true.
That is true, right? Because round 1 we got it down to 128, and round 2 we got it down to 64.
It was 100. Oh, you mean trophies, not matchups? I was like, there's no way it's 64 matchups. It's 32 matchups, isn't it?
It's 32 matchups.
Okay, thank Christ.
So do you want to beast through 32 matchups,
Nope.
or do you want to be done for today?
I want to take a shower.
We have streamed for two hours. So if you've joined us, thank you so much. I do have one thing before the stream ends.
Somebody subscribed. What a cool person.
What a guy. So I don't believe we've fallen below 100 subscribers, so I could still do this. I've been holding on to this for a really long time. As a gift to you, Dibble, for 100 subscribers because of all the work that you put into this channel.
No effort.
I made the mistake of shipping this to myself instead of to you.
Oh, what did you do?
I did get you a gift that I can either mail to you or the next time we see you. This is an N64 cartridge that you do not own, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
I did check your list, which is GoldenEye 007, but with Super Mario characters.
What?
It is a modded ROM that replaces all of the 007 characters with Super Mario characters.
Oh my god!
So thank you for all the thumbnails that you make and for all the work that you put into the channel and all that you do here at SC Collectible.
Thanks for making videos for me to make dumb thumbnails for.
Matt, I love you, but you're the intern. I didn't get you.
Okay.
Dibble was supposed to. Uh, if you joined us for this stream and it is your first time, welcome. We do stupid stuff all the time when we can. If you're here in the stream and it is not your first time, thank you for coming back. And we hope you have a good night.
Made a mistake.
Peter,
I'm gonna be. Go ahead.
Don't you have a request for anyone else viewing to
No.
do a couple things, maybe?
Peter, don't do
So
it.
please like, comment, and subscribe.
No, Peter, no. I'm going to be streaming
Exactly.
Carrion. I don't know which day. I think Saturday we're doing Gauntlet, which I have to finish the thumbnail for. That'll be a bunch of us. I'll be carrying some people. I've already looked at the game to see what I have. We have to set a time for that, probably like 7 or 8, I'm assuming, when people are available. And then I'll probably do Carrion maybe Sunday. I know it's a long weekend, so I have lots of days to mess around. I think Friday, Lindsay wants to do Sea of Thieves.
Ooh.
So if people want to watch that, maybe I'll stream that, maybe not. I don't know.
Cool.
That game kind of sucks. It's got the power of friendship, though.
It does have the power of friendship.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's it for now. Thanks for joining us.